Well, hi everybody on YouTube. Oh my gosh, I got inspired to make this video. It's Sunday and I have been working all day. If you know me, you know I like to tape a bunch of videos while I'm ready. However, I just went for the scrunchy look after I got out of the shower today because I'm just trying to let my hair grow out. I just got it a little bit darker and I'm just trying to be good to it and let it grow out, and so I just left it into the scrunchy look today because of the type of videos I was doing, and if you're on my Patreon, you'll understand. So, how has my life changed? So many people send me messages on a daily basis. I drink wine whenever I want. Cheers. I feed my dog whenever I want. Give her a piece of chicken. I have breakfast whenever I want. I have lunch whenever I want. I wear whatever I want. I just have been in this robe. I just wear these kind of robes with nothing underneath. After I shoot videos, I just put on a robe. Because I live by myself, you know? It's just, I have to say though, the first month is a huge adjustment. It's like, how do I describe it? When you're used to doing everything for everybody, and then all of a sudden you take a chance and you just go, I'm done, poof, and you disappear from everything that you were used to doing. All of a sudden you wake up and you're like in a new surroundings, in a new home. I'm with my dog. You go, at first you question, at least this is all I can say for me is what happened. I questioned, did I make the right decision? Did I do the right thing? How is my life going to be affected now since I did this? How is everything going to fall into place? How am I going to survive? Nobody's going to be coming home at night. Am I going to get lonely? Am I going to get horny? Am I going to, what's going to happen, you know? And all these questions go through your mind. How are you going to sleep alone? How are you going to live alone? Are you going to be scared? Are you going to be, what's going to happen, you know? And that's just all that goes through your mind. I mean, and so much more. Am I going to have enough money to pay my bills? And because I walked away from my marriage, many of you know, and I gave him the house and I didn't take anything except for my furniture and stuff that I bought. Everything in the house that I paid for, I took. But I gave him the house and I didn't ask for any money because it was my decision. So what I have here, I'm going to just talk and eat. I've made myself some rice, broccoli, cheese, and some hormone-free chicken. And I kind of made myself a rice bowl, but I put it on. My new life consists of paper plates because when you live alone, to do the dishes for one person in the dishwasher, it would take forever. So I mainly use paper plates and then I just throw it away. It's just so easy. And then all I have to do is wash the silverware, and I tend to just reuse my wine glass. I wash it out and reuse it. I eat alone or with you know, somebody that I know here in town, a friend, somebody I met, whatever. It's just completely changed. Now I would say after being here, I moved in September, so over a month, and now it's October 5th. So actually exactly a month. Do you realize that it seems like, oh my gosh. Today I was thinking about that. I woke up and it's Sunday and I was like, it seems like it's been months since I've been on my own. Because what happens is you start giving yourself permission to do things differently. You start giving yourself permission not to have any rules. You start giving your permission to read and learn and journal and research and be creative and think about business plans and not have the interruptions of someone else coming home and shifting your whole focus. I lay on my biomat whenever I want. I do whatever I want. If I want to eat out, sometimes I'll eat out, and I've been forcing myself to just find healthy places to eat out. So I've been going to get smoothies because what was happening is I was buying produce and then I wasn't cooking because I hardly ever cook now. That's what's changed. I went from cooking every day to hardly ever cooking, and if I do, it's microwave stuff. You put this in the microwave, cook it, and put the chicken in the air fryer. Voila! It's a beautiful thing. So, would I recommend it to somebody that is considering making their move, and somebody who realizes their relationship is not working anymore and that they need to make a change, but they're scared? I say go scared. Obviously, do your preparations. I did preparations for years. I started making my own money. I started saving. I bought myself a brand new car, paid cash for it. I was in the preparation stages because I could see how it was going, my relationship. And I was in denial for a lot of years as well, as we are in relationships. I'm learning new tools on what questions to ask if I were to ever date again, and how to just get right to the point and find out, where their heart is instead of wasting my time. And now I'm just like in no hurry. I just feel so free. I have a friend that lives just down the street, and she's really nice. She has her dog. That's who I was trying to say. I couldn't remember her name. She walks her dog, and sometimes she'll come over and we'll walk dogs together, I mean, just go to the park and walk a dog. It's so fun. Have no rules. Go out at 9:00. The other night, I just went out on a Friday night because I had heard that they had hot dogs downtown, and I thought, you know what? That'd be fun. Took my dog out there like 9:30 at night, got a hot dog. He gave me flowers, ate it there downtown, and then came home. And it's just stuff like that. It's just like I'm learning that it's okay to live a little bit. It's okay to get out of my comfort zone. It's okay to expand my horizon at any age, to eat what I want, to exercise when I want. Like today I just taped, oh my gosh, that's why, am I a little sweaty, a little oily? I did 5 videos. I got a new ball, exercise ball. I don't know why those are so highly requested, but my exercise ball workouts with the belly roll, those I get requested all the time. So I finally got a new ball because I couldn't find my other one. Pair the move, you lose things. I can't even tell you how good this is. It's healthy, it's delicious, it's beautiful. But I got it, and I did videos on it in my kitchen floor, turned on the lights, and then I have the strobe light flashers, in the background, and then a main light, a round light. And it was so fun just to roll around in my ball, get all oiled up, and do my stretches again. And then I cleaned my floor at the end, and just to stretch and eat what I want, and make my own hours at my job, and create my own life is freedom that I've never felt before. And although it took a while to get used to, I'm loving it. Is that your answer? That is how I feel. So don't be afraid to take a risk. If you're in a situation that is no longer working for you, even if it's working for the other person, if it's not working for you, love yourself enough to know when to go, and do the preparations, like I said, so you'll be able to stay out. You can't just do it blindly. You have to do preparations in anything, So I always I always say if you're going to do something new, if you're going to try something new, which we're always going to do as long as we're here on this earth, we're going to always evolve, we're going to always grow. Be open to growing and knowing when to go and knowing what, that trusting in the process and preparing for that time. And when your time is up, you're ready. You're ready to go. And you'll be okay. I'm here to prove I'll be okay. I'm okay. 25 years, I'm okay. If another thing, you know that you did the right thing when everything falls into place effortlessly. When I say that, I mean, when I made the decision after coming back from the cleanse and I came back and asked my husband for a divorce, he didn't want it, but I wanted it. And I stayed firm. And I said, no more sex. I'm done. I want a divorce. I didn't know how it was going to all play out. I didn't know what was going to happen. I just knew that it was time, that I was ready. I dropped my ring in my purse, day 2 of my cleanse, and I knew that I was no longer happy. And you can't have, if you're no longer happy, they can't force themselves on you because you have to be happy. So you have to know to listen to yourself. And what I found is when I got still with myself, that is just lay back silently and find out. I thought I had menopause. Do you know that after I had that cleanse, I have never had menopause again? Never. No hot flashes, no mood swings, no nothing. I knew what the problem was in my life. And I was like, oh my gosh, I've been living in denial for so long. And then when I figured out the problem and I did something about it, scared and all, now I'm living a life free. Free to make my own decisions, free to step out of my comfort zone, free to make my own money, free to be my own businesswoman, free to take care of my dog, free to live on my own, free to, just prepare for the future and to grow with the future. And even though YouTube has taken my monetization away, it's like it doesn't matter. I'm still here. I'm still making videos. I still have an audience. I still have my Patreon. I still have my Tip Snaps and my Cocoscope. And I'm alive and I'm here and I'm free. So know when to just get up and move forward and never look back. Of course, I look back with my kids. My kids and I, we contact each other all the time. I adore them. That will never change. That has nothing to do with you and your spouse. So if you're staying for the kids, just know that they already know you're miserable. So prepare yourself and get out because life is short. I always tell you this. Do what you love what you do, and don't care who cares. And prepare for your future and keep moving forward because if you're not growing, then you might as well be dead. You got to keep growing. And I'm learning so much. I have started my journaling back. And I found an old journal and I looked and it was like when my kids were young, and then I stopped. And life got so busy that I forgot about myself. And then I just did, I gave, I did, I gave, I get, which there's nothing wrong with that. It's just that you've got to give back to yourself because if you're not full yourself, then you don't have anything to give. You're just walking around aimlessly, just doing what you're supposed to do. And it's crazy, So, I gotta eat. So love yourself enough to do what you love and love what you do and don't care who cares. Love yourself enough to look at all the signs and know that if you're not feeling happy anymore, if you're not feeling whole anymore, if you're not feeling complete anymore, if you're dreading certain days, if you're not wanting to spend time with the person anymore, then you just need to know when to go and know what to do and your next step. You're always supposed to be evolving and planning and preparing for your next step. You're not supposed to stay stagnant and stuck, which I did for years. You're supposed to have enough confidence in yourself and have that alone time with yourself so that you can listen to the voices inside and know when to move. And that's what I did, and I finally got the courage at 50. Don't wait till as long as I did, I waited till I was 50. But you know what? How I feel today is not 50. Whatever 50 is supposed to feel like. How I feel today is I feel good in my own skin. I feel confident in my own skin. I feel good with my abilities to run a whole household. I run a whole house by myself. 3-bedroom, 3-bath house. I feel confident in my abilities to take my dog for a walk every day, to feed her, to take care of my house, to love my life, to treat people the way that they want to be treated on my sites. And just realize that, that's all we want is happiness. That's all we deserve is happiness. But it comes from within, and you got to look in yourself in your mirror and you got to say, you know what? Flaws and all, here I am. Flaws and all. I may have many flaws. I may have many things that other people may consider are wrong with me. Or, or I consider, sometimes we're our worst critic that I consider is wrong with me. But I'm here for a purpose. I'm here for a reason. And what is that purpose and what is that reason? And people don't have to understand why you do what you do. I do a crazy job that people may not understand. But for me, it makes sense and it just works because I get to work by myself. I get to work on my own and it just comes natural to me. And so you have to do something in your life that comes natural to you, whatever that is. And, if a maid is a maid and if she loves her job, great. Teacher, if she loves her job, great. It may not pay as much as other jobs, but if you love what you're doing, if you're a waitress and you love it, if you're a bartender and you love it, do it. Because at the end of the day, if you love what you do, if you're doing what you love and you love it, then who's to say whether that's right or wrong for your life? No more. I would encourage you not to ever let anybody beat you down or shut you down or turn your passion and purpose off and say that you're a bad person because you want to learn and you want to grow and you want to read books and you want to have some self-development, because that's important. Until we die, we best be getting in some books and reading and learning and growing. Don't just sit around stagnant like a rock and expect it to come to you. No, you have to turn the TV off. I have a TV over here, and do you know how much it goes on? Maybe once a week. And that is because I'm on a series on Netflix called Outlander. My sister was like, you gotta watch Outlander, it's so good. I was like, okay. And so every once in a while I put that on and I watch that. But other than that, I'm a self-starter. I'm a self-motivator. I get up every day and I know exactly what I need to do. And I do that. I keep that at my top of the list first. I do my business. I do my workouts. I do my eating my healthy food. I feed my dog. I take my dog for a walk. And then after that, after I do the important must-haves for myself and to keep my life running, then I have some playtime. And then I remember what it's like to not have rules. Oh, she's going to knock that down. I'm holding on to it. Oh, shoot. She's right behind this camera, so hopefully she doesn't knock it down. My dog is craving my attention right now because I have worked all day, but I will take her after this. I guess I might have to get dressed today, but I was trying not to. So anyway, enough preachy. Just know that I appreciate each and every one of your emails. Sometimes I don't have an opportunity. No, Bella, no. To get back. Lay down. Move. Oh my gosh. She's going to knock this whole thing down. I don't have an opportunity to get back to you sometimes because I get so many. But just know I read all of them. And sometimes if it sparks my interest and I can do it real quick, I'll get back to you. So write something that'll spark my interest. Don't just say, hey lady, I like what you're doing. You have a nice butt. You have nice boobs. No, that's not going to get my attention. I want to have something that's intellectual. That's what gets my attention. So I'm smarter than I look. So do something that gets my attention. And right now I'm learning 7 questions to ask a potential person that I would want to date. And then I know how to get right through the bullshit to get to the honey, to know whether they're my equal or not, whether or not there's more substances besides the way they look on the outside. Because what I'm looking for is what's the inside. And if I were to ever get involved with somebody else, I would want to know that I could communicate with them on a serious level, and that I wouldn't go above their head, or they wouldn't go above my head. That it would be mutually compatible. So I'm looking for somebody who will complement my life. And until I find that complement my life person, I don't even know how to say that, then I'll be okay being single. And you know what? However that long that takes, or if I'm maybe not supposed to meet that person, if I'm only supposed to, if I thrive better on my own and I can do things better on my own, well, then I'm okay with that. I did the marriage thing one time. I don't think it's important to do it again. Maybe I'll date, maybe I won't. I don't know. Right now, I'm not looking. Right now, I'm working on myself. I'm working on my inner healing. I'm working on my growth. I'm working on building my self-confidence up so that I'm not carrying all the baggage from my past relationship. I don't want somebody to, every time they're around me, to be like, oh, here she goes again. She's going to talk about how this happened and that happened, and you better not treat me like this. And because I think that anytime you're in a relationship and it's like been so long, that you got to work on yourself so that you don't repeat that same thing that you had with the other person. So once you work on yourself and work on the tools you need to develop your growth, then when you're not looking, when you least expect it, when you're doing something that you love to do, boom, there they might be. So thank you for watching. Thank you for sticking with me on Ursula TV, the good, bad, and ugly. And I'm doing my best to work my way back. And if you guys want to see some ball workouts and some clothes on YouTube, then let me know. Now remember, you got to give us a thumbs up so I can keep making more. You got to subscribe. You got to push the bell button. You got to tell me down below if this helped you today on this Sunday. If me sitting here eating with you in my bathrobe helped you, and you heard what I said, and you are now applying possibly what I said in your life, or you already did, then let me know below. Because you know what makes me so happy is when people actually hear what I say. See, for so many years I never got heard, and now when I come on here, it's like, hear what I have to say. And when you actually hear what I have to say, that's all I care about. That's all I could ask for. So it's not about the money. I'm not getting paid for this. It's about, did you hear what I said to better your life? And if so, let me know in the comments below. And also, I will have my Patreon link down below for all the people that don't care about the talk and just care about what's going on right here. All right? Because I know it takes all kinds of people to make the world go around. So I appreciate you too. But on YouTube, we keep it PG. Otherwise, they take it away. So, thank you. Thank you. And thank you. I could not be here without you. So thank you. Thank you, thank you, and thank you. Oh, and the robe is just a simple robe. A simple robe. It's pretty, right? Have a good day or night, whatever it is.